I appreciate every vendor slash artisan on the site because they believed what was still being conceptualized and is still growing to this state. So I think those are the three major challenges.
Hi guys, this is episode 11 of the Creator to Creator talk show, and today in the studios we have Miss Esther Ndagire, who is an entrepreneur and the founder of Bigbox. Bigbox is an online creative platform that markets products and services of native creatives to both domestic and international clients. Hi, Miss Esther. You're welcome on the show, and we are really privileged to have you here today. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, my name is Ndagire Esther. I am the founder and team lead at Big+boxug. I also have a background in technology. I'm very passionate about innovation, socio-economic development, and youth empowerment.
I like the way you're precise. Thank you very much for that. Esther, please tell us more about Bigbox.
All right, so Bigbox is a multi-vendor e-commerce site, the first focusing on only locally made products. By locally made, I mean products that have been made in Uganda and also from youth-led entities. So all the products on our site are from organizations or companies led by youth. So we're an e-commerce site and we specialize in that. We also have a focus on learning and community development. So the vendors who are on our site, we share with them learning resources, and also we're trying to build a community or a network of these vendors so that they can grow and learn from one another.
Thank you for enlightening us about Bigbox, and I hope our viewers, once they listening to this, they will get interested and want to join you, since you say you're building a community. I like that, so thank you very much for that. Yes, Miss Esther, tell us the story behind Bigbox and what really inspired its creation.
All right, so I've always had an interest in youth empowerment. Different projects that I worked on even before Bigbox were always centered around how do we support youth like myself, like yourself. How do we bring out the best in them? So a combination of that and living away from Uganda briefly. So I'd lived in Johannesburg for work, and the youth culture there is very strong. So you'd find youth-owned shops, youth-owned exhibitions, that sort of thing. That wasn't really big in Uganda by the time that I moved. So when I saw that, I was very inspired by how youth were developing solutions for youth, by youth, and I was also very passionate, and I still am passionate about technology. So in the work that I wanted to do, I was asking myself, how do I bridge technology, youth empowerment, and something that showcases the amazing work that my fellow youth are doing in Uganda? So that's how Bigbox was born. I came back home about a year later, and the idea was always lingering in my mind. This is back in 2017, but I only kickstarted Bigbox in 2020. So I thought about it, and the idea kept on lingering, and then it started forming, and then I decided, okay, I'm going to combine technology, so I'm going to have an e-commerce site, but I also want to have an element of visibility, community, and for youth, by youth.
Thank you for having the passion. I feel like our Uganda today is having a very big number of youth and who are seated out there doing nothing, and due to the fact that the world is also running very fast with technology, like every day something new is coming up, something like new phones or new softwares or new gadgets. So I think it's a good idea, and I pray it catches up and it booms up.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so Miss Esther, this world is full of challenges, yes. Tell us, what are some of the challenges that you've really faced while launching Bigbox?
So the first challenge obviously is the weight of the idea. You have an idea, but the practical execution is always very challenging, very scary, actually.
Yeah, starting.
Yeah. To say, okay, I have an idea, or it sounds great, but to sit down and actually start developing the idea is very scary, because a lot of small bits and pieces go into the idea, and you have to, as the founder, think about all of them. And because you don't know everything, you become very intimidated very quickly. So I had to, and I still have to overcome that on a daily basis. But I've solved this because I have a team of friends who, if I don't know something, they're there to help me. The other challenge was finances. Of course, building the platform and the small bits and pieces of going into legal registrations and that sort of thing. I had to make financial adjustments and living adjustments to make room to develop the site. The other challenge was finding the vendors who believe in something new. Usually Ugandans believe in something that they have seen.
Yeah, they know or they have heard about.
Yes. And the concept has been proven. But for Bigbox, at this point, it was just an idea and an assumption that it would work. So I appreciate every vendor/artisan on the site, because they believed what was still being conceptualized and is still growing to this state. So I think those are the three major challenges: finances, coming to terms with development, and also people liking the idea but not really coming on board. I think that it comes in a form of also rejection. You know, when you present your idea to someone and they're not really buying into it, yeah, you feel a bit down. But these are things that I have to overcome on a daily basis. Yeah.
Thank you. And it's really interesting how you put it, that it's something that was in the oven baking and you were scared of bringing it out. But when you decided to bring it out, is one thing that our viewers should really put in mind, or they should think about. Once you have something in your mind, please go ahead and start it. I'm sure, like you said, you didn't have people to bring on board, but once you started it, at least you got some people to come on board and believe in it, and they gave you hope and strength to keep going. So keep it up. It's a good idea. You will reach there. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, of course, when challenges are faced, there is a way how you overcome them. So how have you overcome these challenges?
Okay. So the one around being able to practically execute, I had to get a team. So I don't work alone, I have friends, and I handpicked friends who are good in their particular professional fields. So it's very important to have a team, because they encourage you and they are a pillar when you're not feeling very encouraged.
Very true.
So I have a team who help me on different technical aspects, but also support and encourage me. So I would say, and this is not a team that I pay. So they are my friends and they're helping out. So I would say surround yourself with people who are going to help you on your journey. But also understanding that at certain points in your business, you have to be your own cheerleader. So you have to promote your own work if no one is promoting it. You have to post your own media if no one is posting it. Like, you have to cheerlead for yourself. And you have to be okay with it.
And for someone to know you, you have to tell them who you are.
Exactly. So knowing that and understanding that has been a solution. The other solution was, personally, I took a business course because I didn't have any business training or any technical training, and I felt like I needed some form of formal training for business. So I took a course and it helped me become more confident in my business skills. And then also knowing that you don't need to know everything to start.
Yeah,
I think
that's very true.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people, they say, okay, I can't start because I don't know everything. You don't need to know everything. You start, you learn, surround yourself with people who know different things from you. They'll teach you, and be open to learning from different people, whoever they are, whatever background they are. is one way. And then, like I said before, financial adjustment. So I had to readjust the way I spend my money to make more money to fund starting the business. Yes.
Thank you for that information. It's quite interesting on how you overcame these challenges, and I've really picked out one which says you don't have to know everything to really start up.
Yeah.